How many times have you taken a walk in order to work something out? Perhaps you've taken a brisk walk to cool out after an upsetting argument or to avoid a fight. There's a great wisdom and power in moving our arms and legs to throw off that excess kinetic energy in order to calm ourselves and to think more clearly. In the Buddhist tradition, walking with a sense of mindfulness is a spiritual practice. Thich Nhat Hanh, author of Peace is Every Step, has helped thousands of people in the West to understand and practice walking meditation. Originating in China, Tai Chi is another centering process that involves gentle flowing movement of the arms and legs and body in order to bring forth greater balance and harmony. Western dance therapy also employs movement to calm the mind and balance the emotions and heal the body. Another form of meditative walking was introduced to me at Grace Cathedral in San Francisco, where I first walked a labyrinth. I've had the privilege of helping to create 2 labyrinths in our spiritual community. Our outdoor permanent labyrinth is 7 circuits in a beautiful meditation garden setting. And this ancient form of meditative walking dates back to the first labyrinths that were created over 4,000 years ago. The labyrinth is a circular meditation walk that leads you to the center and then back out. And I was leading a Women's Wisdom Weekend, which I've done for many years, and I entered the labyrinth with the intention of receiving whatever guidance there was to help me grow and express the work I'm doing. And as I was walking into the first circuits toward the center, I asked, what do I need to release? From within my heart and mind, I could hear the words come softly, shed your pain. And I took a deep breath, and I felt the pain so clearly around the relationship with my mother. I was being guided to shed it and let it go. I was willing to do this, to let that continuous healing take place inside of me. And I walked into the center of the labyrinth, and I felt a lightening of my pain and heartache. There was a great power in that walk and in my willingness physically, mentally, and emotionally to release more of my hurt that was still tucked into my soul. And that night my mother came to me in a dream. And in the dream she was distraught. She told me a friend of hers was dying and she needed to get to the hospital, but she was afraid to drive. And I said to her, well, I'll take you to the hospital. And Mom, remember, you are a courageous woman. You have taught me to be courageous, to overcome my fears. And my mother looked at me with some surprise and said, you mean you just don't remember the bad stuff, the pain? Of course not. I remember you taught me how to be strong and face difficulties, to speak my truth. And then we kissed. And I realized in that dream experience that as long as I am focusing on the pain, I could not see the good things we shared in our relationship. My focusing on the pain was also continuing this internal power struggle with my mother that had gone on for years. I was wrestling with my own use of power and how I could more positively focus on our shared strengths, from seeing myself and my mother as being so different and separate to being similar and strong women. My dream pointed our shared courage out to me, our ability to overcome, face difficulties. That day, I took a walk that began another level of healing for me. I took a walk that inspired me to free up more of my energies and to release my pain and rejection from the past. I gave up all hope for a better yesterday. There's no power in the universe that can change yesterday. We only have this moment to use our power in a wise and healing way. Today, how can you let fresh ideas, new freedom and healing come into your life? Why don't you take a walk and think about it?